What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin back here with another episode of my van travels. Last night we spent the night here in Rio Grande National Forest, just outside of Creede, Colorado. Absolutely beautiful sight. Stellar views, had the whole place to myself. The only downside to the site is it got down to 22 degrees Fahrenheit in the wee hours of the morning right when I start work. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head out. I just got done with work, going to start packing up the van, and I'm going to head out further west towards Mesa Verde National Park. So I was thinking about stopping in Durango, Colorado and spending the night there, but I think I could just make that a day stop, check that area out, and then keep continuing on because I really want to get to these dispersed spots that I found on iOverlander before the weekend. It's currently Wednesday, so I figured, I'll get there Wednesday night, stay tonight, Thursday, and maybe even Friday before making my way out to Utah. That way I get to kind of enjoy Mesa Verde before the mad dash of the weekend. But we'll see. Who knows? It could even be busy right now. But on that note, I'm going to start packing up the van like I said, and I will see you guys on the road. Just living the dream. Right there too, that's sick. But you're afraid of everything. Well, we just got basically to the top of the pass. There's no altitude sign, like your elevation, I mean. But there is a little turnout, like an overlook. And I mean, that's pretty sweet. I got some pretty killer shots of the van with the mountains in the background. It's pretty cool being back up here with some snow. I think this is over 10,000 feet. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think my camp was just over 9,000. I really don't know how well you could see these mountains behind me, but this is an epic overlook, and it's warm. It's probably 55 degrees up here. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Glad I pulled out here. I was gonna go further because I think there's another overlook further down, but the gates to the road are still closed, which is fine. This gravel is kind of soft up here, so I bet with like all the snow and stuff, it's impassable with the van or anything really. So, but I'm glad I stopped. Beautiful little scene, and then really don't know if you could tell, but right back about there is even more stellar views of even more mountains. So I'm excited to keep going here. Alrighty, back in the rig. Let's get to it. Wolf Creek Pass, 10,856 feet. I know everybody that grows up in the mountains and has been in the mountains will kind of laugh at this tip, but for anybody that's never been in the mountains, when you're going down steeper grades, put your vehicle in the manual mode, like the semi-auto, and downshift. Use engine braking. Don't burn out your brakes. It's better just to let it ride slower and use that engine braking than to just destroy your brakes. It's going to help your vehicle last a lot longer in the mountains. All right, you ready for this? Let's go check this out. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What a scenic overlook. I wanted to throw the drone up, but it's like really windy right off this this cliff here, so we'll just get some photos. Well, I'm completely out of breath. Short little hike to a beautiful waterfall found right off the highway, and it's a short hike, but man, The elevation is kicking my butt. Treasure Falls. Let's go check it out. So this is one of the little stops I wanted to take. When I put in directions, a little green icon showed this was here, and I didn't expect the falls to be as big as they actually are. So I'm excited I stopped and took you guys along with me. I'm starting to hear the water. I can see it coming through the trees. Let's get to the overlook for you. So I believe this is what we're walking up on. Yeah, it'll be the bridge going over to Blowout Lookout. I mean, he's going up to Misty Deck. So let's go check this out first. Wow, what a view. That's stellar. I'm so stoked I stopped at this spot. And I've got it all to myself right now. Everybody else seemed to have been already off the trail by the time I got up here, so it's nice to have a moment in time with yourself in a waterfall. I'm having the time of my life, folks. Alrighty, well, let's go keep heading up and go check out the Misty observation deck. I think that pretty much will be just underneath the falls, if the map shows accurately. Wow, look at that. Definitely misty, all right. Wow, look at that. I just turned my hat back around because there's some wind coming off this waterfall. But goodness gracious, unbelievable. What a cool thing to come check out in such a short hike. Woo-hoo! Alrighty, I'm soaked. That's all she wrote. Time to get back down to the van and keep continuing on to Durango. Have to do some shopping there. I mean, look, the waterfall's still behind me. That's unreal. Alrighty. Nice gravel road here. And we've got about a mile to go to where we're trying to camp tonight. It's a little windy. Might go check that other spot. This is very windy. Alright, I don't want to sit in the wind, so I'm going to try that other spot. Alright, we just moved down a little bit down the street. Found this other spot. Just want to check this out. Definitely a little bit more sheltered by some of this wind. Definitely windy though, but much better. And mostly level. Some neighbors right over there down there. There's a fire ring. But yeah, I think this will be camp. Yeah, I'm gonna throw either rocks underneath or leveling blocks just to get that left side up a little bit more. But yeah, this should work. Let's just get Starlink out, make sure we have connection. So we're pretty off balance in this spot. So I do have leveling blocks. I just have to figure out, you know, how many I should really set up. I'm thinking if I stack 2 on both left side tires, they just go together like Legos in a sense. If you get too tall, you can build like a ramp up to it with them. But they're heavy duty like plastic. But at first I'm gonna just try 2, and hopefully my tires can get up on them. I don't think it should be a problem, and I think that should level us out just right. Let's go hop inside and just make sure this is mostly level. All right, so yeah, I mean, the leveling blocks helped us from side to side, but we're still dipping a little forward, like a little nose forward. I could get the leveling blocks and keep playing around with it, but I'm pretty content with where it's at. Like, I won't be bothered by this for working or sleeping tonight. So yeah, I guess this is camp. Pretty happy with that. Good Starlink connection. Took forever for it to find a satellite though, which is strange. Haven't really run into that issue prior to this, especially this spot. I mean, we're pretty open for the sky. Like I said, I'm glad I swapped from that open field site over to this one because it's definitely more protected from the wind. So that'll be nice. It's about 80 degrees out here right now, so I'm opening up the fans, gonna start getting those going to get some airflow moving. Just because we just came from a site that was 55 degrees, and this feels warm compared to what I was just at. But I'm glad that tonight the low is only 40 degrees rather than like 24 that I had last night. That was a little too unbearable. But either way, I stopped at Walmart and grabbed an extra warm blanket just in case I have another one of those cold nights and I just need an extra little something to help keep me warm in here. I'm gonna probably try to charge batteries up since I've got so much sun, and then get some good rest, kind of hang out, maybe edit some videos and photos. And as you can see, I'm exhausted. I have bloodshot eyes. I'm pretty wiped out. So I really just need to lie low and hang out and relax. Especially since hopefully tomorrow after work, I'd like to go check out Mesa Verde, go get one of the hikes down to the old ancient civilization down there. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to taking you guys along. But once again, thank you for joining. I'm glad to have you guys here with me. It's always nice to have the company, and I'm glad we checked out some beautiful views on the ride down here, and we got to check out Treasure Falls, which is an absolute treasure. But on that one, folks, I will see you on the next episode. See ya!